Agenda West Side.
Guys, it's the holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody. This guy gets confused a lot for Ben Simmons. Please welcome. He's 2 days on the mistletoe. Sonny is here.
Wow. Okay.
He's trying to convince us to watch the Paw Patrol motion picture, maybe a midnight release. We'll all cuddle up on the couch and watch, I don't know any of their names, Scooter or Fufu, I don't know their names, but Hot Dog, Corn Dog Paul is here.
Hi. One of their names is Scooter.
Really? Is it?
Paul knows.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
He said that very matter of fact.
No, I was like, damn.
I hope
No,
Snyder does the live action adaptation.
Could you imagine?
Director's cut.
This guy can't wait for the live action version of Paw Patrol to be adapted by the Snyder, and he's glad. R.I.P. to the Snyderverse. He's finally sitting at the big boys table. When you say Marcus, Brother Marcus, make sure you put a capital M on his name.
Absolutely.
Show some respect. Brother Marcus is here at the table with us.
I love that hat.
Welcome, everyone.
Over there in the lounge, I've got the tag team partners extraordinaire. They are two halves. Both sides of the pillow over there are cool. They're in the Los Exclusivos themselves. He doesn't have his knees out, but he's probably not ashy. He's cocoa butterific. Don't bring him a flat Jack and Coke. Uncle Nephew Shane is here. And the milkshake man,
Hey.
Boston Austin, is back 2 weeks in a row. You're on some kind of streak.
I'm on fire.
Geez.
Oh.
Let's do this.
And please welcome
Christmas.
our very special guest, all the way from the great Northwest. He is the governor of Seattle, the gabagool loving,
He's on fire today.
published author. His first series will be on stands in all of your local LCSs, Sonny, yours and mine.
Mine and yours.
Beginning January 24th, 2024. This is a great American and all-around good guy, Fire Guy Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Until right now, I had like 90% certainty that Shane had given you like a list of like a cool intro.
Oh, no.
Yeah, can we
Freestyle
give
the
like
whole
a round of applause to Frank? That was incredible.
Wow,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Everybody got some cool stuff.
Well done.
Yeah,
I try to. Yeah, I just want to make you guys look
It's the
great.
holidays.
Yeah. That was our
Ryan, thanks for
first-
taking some time. That's a great shirt.
Yeah, I want one. What's up?
I love
yeah.
it. I love that.
I love it. It's actually honestly my favorite shirt. It's like really well made and it's like long. It's long enough for like us bigger guys. You know, it fits well.
I
is what I'm
understand.
saying.
Where?
I enjoy it.
Where do I get it?
Sonny's just worried about
Yeah.
himself.
I'm like, where do I want it?
Yeah, get to the where does Sonny get one part.
Yeah, you know? Cut it.
That didn't take long.
Ryan, how?
You might need a time machine. They aren't quite available just yet for the masses.
Oh, not
Figure it
just
out.
yet.
Figure it out. I want it.
MegaCon, right? That's when you guys are launching. You're gonna be doing your official release stuff out there at MegaCon Orlando, yeah?
Yeah, I guess as you said, January 24th is the day the comic drops, and I believe MegaCon is like that weekend.
I think so.
Maybe the next weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very
Still
Well,
getting-
as we know from
I'm trying
last
not to think
time,
about it.
Frank actually knows your schedule. So
Yeah,
he's
for real.
probably the
Better than
one
I do.
telling you. Yeah. That's how it went last time, at least.
Apologies. I just got the
None.
inside
all.
stuff there.
Should hire you.
Thanks for taking some time. Happy holidays to you.
Same.
And
Kwanzaa.
we're
And to
excited.
use.
Hey, and to you Utes
Yeah.
over there. Guys, in 1 month, roughly, in about a month, he's going to be having his first book on stands. You can go
Which
and
is
buy
crazy.
a book. We know this guy.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
crazy.
cool.
Yeah. We remember when before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before times.
Before.
The before 4 times.
Yeah.
Shout out Rick and
Well, I
Morty.
guess technically the very first time I was ever on here was to talk about that
That's
book.
true.
That's
Back
right.
when
You
it
and
was-
Tom
back
were
when it was
on, if
coming
you-
out.
that's
the
right.
last time.
That's fair.
That's right. Where
fair.
it was probably, what was that, like in May or June or something like that? We're talking about it. coming out?
76 years ago in the before times.
In the before times?
Yeah.
It's a different timeline.
Different timeline.
Yeah.
Are you
Feels
anxious
like it's
or
been longer
scared?
than it has.
Shane was asking you if, are you anxious or are you scared?
Like,
Both? Neither? I don't know. I don't think I'm scared. I should be. I feel like I should be. I haven't really thought about like the fact that something I created is going to be out there very soon.
Mhm.
And I haven't in my head it's awesome. So
Yes.
like by
Yeah.
default, it's a cool story that I enjoy.
It's not just
So
in your
obviously
head.
everyone's
It
gonna
is
like it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. You have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah,
It's-
man.
It's not, it's nothing to be
Thank
kind of
you.
like taken lightly for sure. Because
Yeah.
it's your first.
Somebody's
published
gonna
work.
not like it. So I gotta prep for that mentally.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, oh yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's the art. Yeah, you got to be your own worst critic and worst enemy, so that way, when the criticism comes, you'll know how to handle it a little bit better.
Absolutely.
have that thick skin. But in and of
That's
it,
true.
in and of itself, like the words of the great musician Prince said,
Ah,
success is success upon creation. So the fact that it's done is success right there.
That's
that was
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
wow.
That was good. That was really
That
good.
was really
yeah,
deep.
hey, I'm just.
It's the Santa
So
hat.
tonight we're going to
Just
party
end
like
the
it's
show right now,
1999.
man. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he said it. He said he was the one. He said it because he always gets those questions about how he views
Yeah, you
media
got the
and all
voice
that kind
and
of
going
stuff.
and everything. I'm like,
Right.
damn, tell me about Prince, player.
I'm getting emotional.
Yeah,
Double
for real.
subject today.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He also said that amazing Grammy Award winning quote, "Purple Rain."
That was a great
Several
quote.
times.
Yeah,
A lot of times.
Several times.
Great quote.
Over,
Great
over and
quote.
over
Great
again.
quote.
We
Motivational.
know that, I mean, all the news that we've been getting this week, we wanted to get your thoughts and your reaction to the Kang of it all. It seems like we're in the Endgame now.
Oh,
for Kang.
No,
No?
that one
All
didn't.
right. Ryan, I want to get your thoughts about Jonathan Majors. He's out. Did Marvel make the right decision about this?
Mm.
From their perspective, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard not to after somebody goes, through the legal system and gets convicted and all that stuff. I mean, I can't blame them necessarily for doing what they did. It does suck. I do like him as an actor. I don't know if it's okay to say it in the past tense. Probably at this point.
I mean, it would be.
it's fine.
Yeah.
because he's not the first actor convicted of anything. So
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's what I kind of have to remember.
Separate the
And I
artist
saw
from
him
the
back
art.
in Lovecraft Country a few years ago
Yeah.
before he was picked for anything in the MCU, and I liked him from back then.
Mhm.
And then I was pumped to find out he was going to be Kang.
Yeah.
And then this happened. So I still haven't seen Loki
Sucks.
season 2, so I don't know what his role there or
yeah.
anything.
It's much
plays
bigger
into
than they
any of this
let
stuff,
on.
but-
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's it's a substantial role. It's not like a small part.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does a
he's
really
in
good
like
job.
half the episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does
Right.
an
More or
amazing
less,
job.
yeah.
Which that does lead to what are they going to do with all the future stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what do they rename Avengers Kang Wars or Kang Dynasty?
It's right now.
Just
it's
Avengers 5.
Avengers
Yeah.
5, but then
Yeah.
there's the rumor that we could be getting. Oh, there he is.
That jump scare.
Rain.
Like, I was like,
We could be getting.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, I'm beautiful.
We could be getting Secret
And rich.
Wars Part 1 and 2, similar to what they did with Infinity War and Endgame.
Right.
Shane had a question for the group. He wanted to. Shane, are you there? Are you with us?
Yes. I am with you, but I don't have headphones. So
Does he
I can't
have his
exactly
questions?
hear.
Austin, does he have his questions?
Yeah. Here's my question.
They're
right
in
now.
order.
Sony has 3 Spider-Man.
No,
related-
no.
not
The
that
first
one.
question.
Do you want me to go
In
first?
Can
order,
we do a
Shane.
shot for quick? Oh no, not that
No, oh
one.
my God.
Cutting. Do you think we should cut Kang as a character as a whole at this point, or should we try to recast him as something? Or something else?
Jesus.
I feel like that's not what the paper said, but
No,
That was.
all right.
no, it says that.
That was it.
says
That
it
was
right
the
here.
question. Yeah,
He
third
also
time.
read one from the back of it, which he wasn't even looking at.
Oh,
Well, it's because it said take a shot. He knew.
yeah. I'm focused on the shot one, but the Kang. Do we cut Kang as a character completely?
he's got like
or
a
what?
sixth sense because he couldn't even see it.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
He asked that on his own.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you think they cut the character altogether?
You have to. You have to at this point. I mean, Mickey Mouse isn't going to let any of that go down. You know what I'm saying? Disney is very strict.
Yeah.
They're not letting that go down. They have the opportunity to use the character still. I think
Sure.
what I guess like the IP of Kang being in the MCU at this point works. But it's going to have to be someone else for sure.
Have they already been doing like? I mean, we're assuming they've already done principal photography. They're
Yeah,
already doing
dude.
some preparation
Antonio
for VFX.
Banderas
For
would be an amazing
Antonio Banderas thing.
King. It would just be no. I was watching Zorro the other day.
You try that every time,
To you.
and it's not funny ever.
It's for you though.
It's it's kind of like how I feel about Danny DeVito being the next Wolverine. It almost feels like it has that same sort of gravity.
What have we got?
Danny
I would be absolutely into that if it was like a gag for one movie.
Yeah.
If he shows up in Deadpool 3 as,
No, I
as
needed
some
played.
weird universe version of Wolverine.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
right.
The Danny DeVito
Completely
verse
straight.
where everybody is just Danny DeVito.
Sick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
No, but I think if they were to recast, who would you guys want, or is that even a
Terrence
thing?
Howard.
See, see.
No, I mean, here's the thing about Kang, right? He's not Batman.
I thought you was gonna say something.
He's not Batman. If
Right.
they never recast him and they cut him out of all the movies, there might be some people who are still like, oh, but come on, you got to bring him back. But there's not going to be that force behind it where it's like, and I can't believe they never brought Kang back. So
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if his ending in Loki
Was it?
is the end of
It was a good end.
Yeah.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to.
Oh,
say
you're talking to
no,
Frank.
no,
Oh,
Ryan,
Frank.
go. You please, sir.
Okay,
I defer to the senator,
that's true.
He's
Governor.
a senator now?
governor,
Governor.
of
Actually, I'm
Seattle,
both. I am both.
governor of Seattle.
Yeah. And Emperor also.
That's right.
As far as Kang goes, yeah, I would like to see that play out. I feel like that would be way too weird of a like screeching right turn, to
Right.
pivot to a different villain out of nowhere like this after all
Right.
this like setup and build up they've been doing. The actor I would most want to see him is already set to play Wonder Man, unfortunately, in the MCU. Is,
okay. Yeah.
Black Manta,
Black
Yahya
Manta
Abdul-Mateen,
actor.
who
Yeah.
I love from Watchmen, especially.
Mhm.
And
Yes, he's great in that.
He's really good in the
I
Candyman
had-
as well.
if I had my way, maybe I just cancel Wonder Man, like free him up, get him to play Kang if it's that important.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know how important Wonder Man is going to end up being to the overall scheme of things, and they're already reconfiguring the MCU as it is.
Yeah.
That might be the cleanest, possible option with the best coolest actor.
You know
in my
what
opinion.
else he would be cool as? Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He would be dope
I
as
like
Silver
that.
Surfer, yeah.
Yeah. Versus
But he's
being a
Wonder
woman.
Man.
That's
First Silver Surfer. Yeah.
well, we don't know what the idea
Yeah.
is, but I think that would be a cool resume thing to have. Is
It seems like they're pivoting off of Kang for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I thought Jonathan Majors did such a great job in the role. Austin's got a question for us.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about we're just gonna go around. Who would we recast as Kang if they keep on going with the Kang
Shane, who did you have?
dynasty?
Michael Strahan.
Sick. Sick.
All time
that.
sack
Michael
leader.
Strahan.
I like
Single
that.
season, baby.
I like that.
So,
That'd be kinda cool.
Sonny, who would you pick?
That's hard, man.
Are we really
'cause-
going Michael Strahan?
This was
No,
Sonny.
he's going with Michael Strahan. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
People were saying maybe Denzel, get an older Kang.
Oh.
No thanks.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see him.
There's too many good actors out there at this
Yeah.
point.
All right.
I don't know. I'd have to really think about that because
Maybe an unknown.
what would be cool if they did like a younger Kang and
Like Young Avengers type.
the Young Avengers kind of version, and then whatever that character is can grow into becoming evil, whatever. So I don't know. I like the idea of an older Denzel Kang, but I'd probably go like a younger Kang, and then kind of they could use that to
Who would
flesh
you
out the
pick?
story.
Like
I
just
don't
like
know
an
yet.
actor?
Baby
I don't know
Kang.
yet. I don't know
The
yet.
baby,
Baby
version of
King.
Do Baby Kang.
like the Muppet Babies. Just like
Yeah,
King Baby.
that'd be dope.
Marcus, what do you think?
I guess I'm kind of the odd one out here. I think they shouldn't recast him. I think they should.
No, but
just-
if
I
Yeah,
think
but
should-
if
they do, I don't think they should.
okay.
So
I don't
that's
think
where
they should either. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna give an
I would say shelf. I would say shelf the character.
Yeah.
Let all this blow over.
You don't want John Boyega to be?
No,
Kang?
hell
Well, you
no.
know
He
what?
already said no.
Hell
You-
no.
You
Yeah.
know
He
what?
already said he's not
No,
interested.
he can't act his
I'm-
way out of a paper bag. No way.
I don't
Absolutely
like.
not.
He's not
I don't like
intimidating
him.
enough.
No.
If Shane
He's
can
not a good
pick
actor
Michael
enough.
Strahan,
Yeah.
then Marcus can skip.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no way.
If they cast Michael Strahan, wow, Shane, I
That'd be
mean,
dope.
that you would have nailed that selection.
or maybe they should just do a stand-in and do how they do the face replacement on
Yeah.
everyone, and just
That
do a
would
CG
suck.
Kang, and
You're trying to
then-
see
say face
and
off
yeah.
surgery.
Who else could-
Yeah,
Do it on video
kind of like
game.
they did with Princess Leia in Rogue One, or Tarkin in Rogue One.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That dude had been dead for 30 years.
Yeah.
Ryan, who
In
did
that
you? I'm
movie.
sorry, who did
Yeah.
you say, Ryan, that you wanted to be?
The guy from Wonder Man,
I
right?
said
Oh.
Yahya Abdul Mateen, but
Yeah.
that's hard to spell. So write Black Manta if you want.
Oh yeah, Black Manta.
Yeah.
Paul, what did you say? Did you say kind of the same?
No, I think what's his name? He's in Sorry to Bother You. He's in The Harder They Fall with Jonathan Majors.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith
Yeah,
Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield could be cool.
He's
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
He'd be
He's
really
He would
cool.
absolutely crush it.
Yeah, he would be dope.
Frank, what do you think?
I think you go complete comedic route as long as we're on that trend and just make it
Chris Rock?
Cat Williams.
Oh, I almost called it.
I got mine. John David Washington for me.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I
Hey
like
Frank, I changed my mind.
Oh,
Nope.
what'd you get?
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my god.
Act.
He can't act,
Hunger
bro.
Games. He
He
can
wasn't in
act.
it that much. He was.
Well, give him a shot.
Or maybe even like he's doing Beverly Hill Cops 4? Maybe Eddie Murphy,
Eddie
in,
Murphy?
in a serious role. I mean, he has the similar sort of features as
If
Kang.
he wears the jacket from Delirious, then yeah.
yeah,
Bring
Eddie Murphy might
bring
do
an
it.
alternate Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
cool
yeah.
too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brendan Riley said Damon Wayans. It's also Brendan's daughter's birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hey, yeah.
Shout out Brendan's daughter. Anyways,
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
All right,
maybe-
Tessa.
Might as well do
Tessa,
Tyrese
yeah.
then. If you're gonna do Tyrese.
Bryce
Oh,
Dallas Howard.
wow.
What up,
Have
Tessa?
y'all seen Tyrese's his audition?
bro, I showed that to you in the studio like 3 weeks ago, and here you are presenting it like it was.
I'm asking if
Okay.
the people.
So now you just yeah.
I'm asking if the
presenting it
people.
like-
Me posting late in chat has now been
Tessa,
trumped it.
you're right there.
So
Brendan as
good.
well. If you guys are gonna cast, if you're gonna recast Kang, who would be your pick to recast Kang?
Tyrese.
Tyrese audition tape.
Frank
It's so
Kwan would be a good Kang.
Ooh.
Oh, Quan the Conqueror.
Quan the
Kwan the
Conqueror.
Conqueror.
Quan goes,
Kwan.
He's like, you know what? Sounds pretty good.
I mean, if you could replace dudes with girls, you can replace black guys with white guys.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
You should just replace them with a white woman.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that'd be good. Amber Heard. I think Amber.
Amber Heard is Kang.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Chris Tucker, says Marcel.
Chris Tucker.
I like that one.
Okay, so we know that whenever this movie was going to be released in 2 or 3 years or whatever was planned to be released, this probably would have been one of those films that we have all gotten together and gone with 40 of our closest friends to enjoy the world's greatest popcorn. This past year had a lot of ups and downs as far as cinema is concerned. I wanted to start with our special guest, Mr. Governor. What was your favorite film of this past year? Your favorite movie?
I have a very clear favorite, but the asterisk next to that is I still haven't seen Oppenheimer
Ooh.
or Killers of the Flower Moon, which I feel like would both be in contention in any other year where I did
very
see them,
good.
because I enjoy both of those filmmakers quite a bit. But for me, it is easily Godzilla -1.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
like,
All right.
Okay.
without
That was
question,
good.
hands
Yeah.
down. Like
Just
I
came
almost
out a
went and saw it again today, and then I
Yeah.
forgot I had this show to do.
I've seen it
And
twice.
so,
seen it twice.
I'm glad I came here. But like
Thanks for
I am like obsessed and in love with that movie.
It's so
Period.
good.
So
Great.
Ryan told me to go
Nice.
watch it the other day, and I went and saw it.
What'd you think?
It's dope.
It's so
really
good.
very. There's a couple moments
Twist the
that are pretty inexplicable in it that made me laugh. Like all the boats getting tied to the thing. That's not a spoiler. Like you don't know.
No,
But it
Yeah.
was like I was
I
like,
get it.
but it
It's also
doesn't
it's
matter.
also about
It's-
a giant
it's
like
awesome.
Also, the giant lizard.
It's
lizard
incredible.
monster.
Right,
Yeah,
well, that too.
I didn't get it.
And you know the
You should
funny thing
watch it.
about it
Yeah,
is,
go watch
and I'm sure Ryan would echo this, the human story is the
Yeah.
best part
It's
of it.
so good.
It's
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good. It really is. Wow.
Wow.
Good choice.
I didn't cry at all.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
lying.
Wink.
You're a liar.
Not at all.
Asterisks.
Asterisk? No, you did.
Yeah.
I did.
Emotional.
Didn't do it.
Paul, what was
Not
your
me.
favorite movie this past year?
My favorite movie, and Shane's gonna make fun of me, is Oppenheimer.
Good choice.
What a shock.
I think
Stunned.
honestly,
on this one.
my like just on the outside of Oppenheimer to like spice it up a little bit would probably be
Spice it up.
Barbie or the yeah,
This
Quan.
man said Barbie.
Sorry, I liked Barbie. If that upsets
Out of
you.
all the
I-
movies this year,
You got to go hand in hand.
No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I'm just saying Barbie.
know. I thought you were trying to be funny.
No, I liked Barbie. I thought it was dope.
Hi, Barbie.
And then
I liked it too.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Man,
Um,
two
movie.
of you.
It's almost like I'm talking about my favorites, not everybody else.
Oh,
wow.
But I also
Dog
like
Paul.
Dungeons and Dragons.
This Barbie's
Among
spicy.
Thieves. That one was dope, but ultimately it's going to be Oppenheimer. But we've talked that movie to death. So, but I really, really love that film. I bought the physical media version of
You
it.
got
I
the
never did
steelbook?
it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Wow, that's
And I
Of,
do,
Oppenheimer? No,
remember-
Barbie.
Barbie.
What?
Barbie
Whoa.
steelbook.
No, I didn't like Barbie that much.
I do remember Paul
Collector's
saying how much he was surprised that he liked Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes,
So
it's a
I believe
good
that.
time.
I watched it. I thought it was all right.
It's a
Yeah, me
blast.
too.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's not, let's calm down. But I mean, Marcus, what was your favorite movie from this past year?
So this was kind of tough because it was kind of a 3-race split. One, yes, Oppenheimer is definitely one of them, but I also thoroughly enjoyed The Creator and Blue Beetle. All three for kind of separate reasons. Like Oppenheimer was great all around. I love Christopher Nolan, his attention to detail, his storytelling, his world building, top notch. Great acting, everything, top notch. But I also enjoyed and appreciated The Creator because of what the practical effects,
What they were able to accomplish.
what they were able to
Yeah.
accomplish with their budget, with the camera use that they use, that they talk, that the media has really done a good job of, kind of sharing. Like, they used like what, a $5,000 camera or something.
It's something that you can buy off Amazon, and you
Right.
put that up. Even the special effects, you put that up against the Flash, and
Right.
you're like, what
Right.
is happening?
What is happening? Right. And like the CG that they did use
Solid.
was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that, similar to that, it would be Blue Beetle because not the biggest budget like Flash or any of the other ones, but it was a great time.
Yeah,
And
it's
it wasn't distracting. We weren't like, with the end credit or mid credit scenes, we weren't looking, past the movie to see where it's going to go.
Yeah, that's what
in
I'm doing
the
lately.
future. It was a good time. The CG was solid, and it was a great kind of family movie, you know. So that was kind of why I appreciated all three of those kind of the same. But yeah, I would say Oppenheimer ultimately,
Number one.
But I have to give
Nice.
honorable mention to those other
So we
two.
got two
Sure.
Oppenheimers.
What about you, Sonnenheimer?
Hey, that was good. I'm going with our special guest today. It did just come out, and it
Right.
was amazing. Godzilla Minus One
Yeah, sure.
was incredible.
Yeah, that I didn't go to. You didn't invite me to.
I'm sorry, man. Come on now, make me feel bad. So the humans, amazing. The monster stuff, there was a couple shoddy moments with the CG.
The little fish that float up from under the water. It was
Very
just-
strange.
it was a little goofy looking.
Could have left that out. But like when he does the atomic breath for the first time, and
gosh.
the like
Bro.
tail
We
charges.
saw that in
up,
4DX.
bro. Sick, so sick.
Oh, yeah, and then Mr. One Upper
see
back
this
there.
movie.
I saw it.
Yeah,
in
I saw
30
it.
No, I
30
was-
in her
I saw the
episode.
premiere. I was there. I was in Japan, feudal Japan at the time.
Austin, I saw it on the beach.
I know. I was just like,
Austin, I saw it on a fishing boat.
Yeah, we saw it
in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Samurai is playing it out in stick figures
Yeah.
when you watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yeah, you know, you guys
Feudal
got it.
Japan.
I saw it with Godzilla.
So yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Glad that was good.
I love
Austin,
you all. I do. I love you all.
Save us.
I'll try to. Just like Paul and Marcus, I loved Oppenheimer, but I feel like my favorite movie was kind of the quiet one, Air. It came out in March
Oh, I
of
didn't
this
see
year. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon.
was
Ben
good.
Affleck directed it. Jason Bateman was in it. It was just a really good story. Nothing crazy, but it was just a really good story about Michael Jordan and Nike trying to get the deal
that's
with
right.
Nike. So it was a
That's
really good movie.
It was really good.
You know what's a pretty cool fun fact about that movie is there was a dude who wrote the original treatment for the script, turned it into Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. They edited it, and then when they gave the credits for the movie, they gave the full writing credit to that guy. And they didn't take
wow.
any of the
nice.
writing credit,
That's cool.
and they didn't get paid for any of it. So that's pretty cool. And it
Yeah.
happened like right before the writer's strike.
Nice.
So it was kind of dope to see that.
But yeah, that was my
Yeah,
favorite
that's
movie of the
super
year. But Oppenheimer is still it's gonna win Best Picture. But I still I thought Air was the best for me this year.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I,
So-
forgot
I saw
about
the
that
Barbie
one.
thing.
Almost 3 votes.
Shane, what are you doing? What do
My
you got?
my
What are you doing?
my favorite movie is one that came out a little bit, well, not too early in the year, but it's easy. It was easy to forget at this point, but at the time I saw it twice, and I think all of us saw it twice. But it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, sure,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
That was my favorite movie, just because it was touching. It was a good wrap up for those characters.
I cried.
It was the best. Me too. It was,
Yeah, it was
the
good.
best Marvel movie, without a doubt, that came out this year.
Oh,
The
not
best
even
Marvel,
close, yeah.
outside of Loki, it's the best Marvel project that came out this year.
Really?
And yeah, that's why I dug that the most. It was the most fun I've had at the movies, and it was funny. They, because it's a whole James Gunn thing. But
Sure.
that's me.
Did Flash come out? Flash came out this
Yes,
year.
Flash
Yes.
came out,
In June.
unfortunately.
Okay.
I thought there was like an outside shot. Shane was going to accidentally say a movie from last year.
I really was too. I was like, this
Favorite movies
didn't come out.
I will.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I will say that.
No,
you're
Shane.
not. No, you're not.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
we love
Because you're
you.
an idiot. I like Barbie.
Yeah, we love you, Barbie.
No. I think no one
can see
mentioned.
that.
No one mentioned. What is it? Across the
Yeah,
Spider-
well, I didn't go yet, but I was gonna say it.
Interverse?
Frank didn't go.
I didn't go.
No,
yet.
I mean,
I'll just say
I'm
across,
sup- I'm
across the
surprised
Spider Verse
there.
was mine.
Really?
Yeah.
okay.
Runner up was probably Guardians because it was emotional.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I loved Across the Spider Verse. That was my favorite movie.
Yeah.
This year,
Do we get? When's the next one supposed to be coming out?
2025.
2025.
Oh wow.
That's stressful.
It
Yeah.
is.
And it's in the can already. Is
I
it
will-
done?
Yeah.
No,
You know, I will
the
say
animation
though
isn't,
that
but the
you know,
voice acting.
Oh, okay.
Flash did have probably hands down one of the best scenes within it. That scene where it's
The
Bruce
opening one?
Wayne. No.
Wait, and-
Where it's Bruce Wayne and it's Flash talking outside, and he's talking about like how he could change things.
That was a good scene.
And Ben Affleck, Bruce was saying, but you can also destroy everything.
Yeah.
That
Mm.
that
was tight.
scene,
Yeah, it was
that scene was so good. Like
That
it
was
was
a
just
dope scene.
it was
Yeah.
just perfect. Like acting, the writing. That if we could have that scene,
More.
yeah, like that quality,
Yeah.
throughout, that was perfect. And they could have done that too. They had enough time to do that quality, I think.
Well,
But
Marcus, most of like the way Keaton explained the multiverse was also,
that too.
also
That was,
good.
that was,
That was
great,
really
too.
cool.
That was really good.
There
too.
were some really good scenes in there that I think that unfortunately got
The rest of the movie just was bad.
it kind of drowned the rest of it. But
Yeah.
Ryan, did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
I still haven't.
oh wow,
I still haven't. I am actually at that point because
I'm
I've been
shocked.
doing
Shut
I'm
up.
doing a phase 4 rewatch.
dude.
And I got all the way through Quantumania. I hadn't seen that until
could've
like a
skipped
month or
that
two
one.
ago. And I know Guardians is next, but I also know it's supposed to be really, really sad.
Super sad,
And
bro.
there's like animal stuff that happens.
Yes,
in it.
bro.
So, like,
I mean, it's
that was okay.
I'm a little nervous to
It was
watch.
sad,
I'm
bro.
kind of appreciative, and
you
but
have
I'm
a
gonna.
dog?
I have to.
Do you have a dog?
dog?
Do you have
I
a dog
don't.
or have had a puppy at any point? No. You?
Yeah.
Sonny just asking.
I'm asking y'all have
He
puppies.
said you.
Y'all have puppies?
No, none of us have ever had a dog.
Have a dog.
I mean,
I
How
have a
about a
dog.
raccoon? Yeah.
it's sad.
Before we move on to the next best of, we're going to shout out the chat a little bit. Tessa seems to be in agreement with Ryan. She said Zilla, yes. Our buddy Dre, shout out Big Hog. He said Barbie was really good. And Tessa said men who like Barbie are hot, so take that for what you will.
I love Barbie.
Austin said
She spelled gay wrong.
that's what happened.
Shane is hot though too.
Austin said
Hey.
Oppenheimer and The Creator are his favorites. And then Brendan, he said, okay, really before I leave to go celebrate my daughter's birthday, he said Ferrari, which just came out. The new the new Michael Mann movie with Adam Driver is his favorite of the year.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Kylo was in there.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right.
Kylo.
That's in a couple days, right? It comes out.
yes.
I think he saw it advanced.
Sure.
screening,
Yeah, probably.
He said, yeah.
That's
him
cool.
and Austin went. They went
Yeah.
to-
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kinda
in
wanna see-
Japan.
In
You
Japan.
guys went to Japan.
Austin owns Regal. I don't know if you know that.
He started.
Wouldn't doubt it.
He started. He
He,
started
he
in
travels like
feudal
he does.
Japan.
He does.
Tessa,
no
don't be
kidding.
scared. She's saying that she hasn't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and we've made her scared to see it now.
No, it's good.
I think that
3 or 2?
trilogy holds it. No, she said Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
Okay, it's-
That trilogy holds
it's
up
good.
against any 3 films.
Oh,
It
yeah,
does.
for
Marvel
sure.
trilogy.
It does.
It holds up.
Sure.
It does.
That's crazy. When
You
think
should.
about it.
Yeah, you should go check it
Brilliantly done.
Yeah,
It's good
that trilogy, the Avengers trilogy, or is it a trilogy?
Yes.
Captain, the Cap,
The cap one.
yeah, the Captain America trilogy.
Elizabeth
Yeah.
Olsen
out. No cap.
holds
No
up.
Cap. Nope.
She holds up. Too.
Elizabeth Olsen holds up.
She
too?
holds
Is that
up.
what you said?
Yes, she's a good trilogy.
I'm gonna start with. Let's. Oh my goodness.
What's happening right
It's a great
Uh,
trilogy.
Ryan, what about for shows? I know that you're a big HBO guy. I know that
Yeah.
you love that HBO. What this year doesn't have to be an HBO series. I don't know who's doing this.
But it will be.
What was your favorite series this year for TV viewing time?
I kind of had the same realization that Shane did. Like my pick was like so long ago that I kind of forgot that it came out this year. But Last of Us
Okay.
is easily, I think, my bet. Now once I remembered it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I was
Yeah.
kind of struggling to think of like what shows I like from this year, but once I remembered that, it's like, oh duh, okay, that's like the best show of the last couple years in my opinion.
Yeah,
So we're good.
I'm right with you on that one.
So that's yours.
Yeah,
Marcus, you want to go next?
Yeah. So Last of Us would be my pick for the TV show, and this is coming for someone who I haven't played the games. I'm not familiar with it. So
Man.
so for me, just coming off as a casual fan and watching the whole thing, I was intrigued every week, and it was quality. It was quality. I really enjoyed it. I like, much like with what Christopher Nolan does, I like it when shows and movies take me places, take me on a journey, tell me a story. And it did. It was really great. It was good. So I agree with Fire Guy.
Fire guy.
Hot dog, corn dog.
I'm going to agree. The Last of Us was my favorite show of the year, and I really don't know if there's a close second. You guys know me; I don't watch a
You don't
ton of
watch
TV.
anything on television.
But I've watched like all the Marvel and Star Wars stuff this year.
Right.
Boom.
Not a big fan of all the stuff this year. Ahsoka was okay. But I really I was on the edge of my seat, ready to watch every new episode of The Last of Us.
Right.
I guess I would say a close second, or the closest second for me, is season 7 of Rick and Morty.
Wow.
I really enjoyed it, and the quality of
Yep.
it has not dropped at all. But it's
Yep.
just pales in comparison to the scope of The Last of Us. And Rick and Morty is a little more niche. Like, it's not always so. And there's one really bad episode this season. But The Last of Us, from start to finish, was
Right.
incredible.
Nice.
The only minor complaint is the end wraps up a little quickly. But I think that's just because
We know you don't like when things don't end the right way,
so annoying. It was good, and the ending was satisfying. But
Usually
yeah,
is.
that's my pick. Last of Us.
What do you got? For you, baby.
Oh, hi. I was going to go with The Last of Us
And
to
you still
agree with
can.
everybody. No, because Paul went with it, and I don't want to agree with him. So I'm going to go my second pick, which is now my first because of Paul. Silo on Apple TV
Oh, yeah,
was
sure.
incredible. You said something about like a show that can take you somewhere
Right,
and
right.
you travel through. I had actually started the books because of the show,
Oh,
and now I'm on the
sweet.
third
Very
book.
cool.
It's sick. It's like audiobooks. So I can listen to it like
Yeah. Not
Doing
actual
whatever.
reading.
yeah, exactly. But it's really good. I would say if Paul didn't agree with that with you, I would have did Last of Us. So I would have went before.
That was a
him.
confusing sentence.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Sounded like you were about to say something about
okay.
Silo.
No, it was great. It's my favorite. I just don't like Paul. That's
Austin, what do you got over there?
I'm gonna change it up. Another HBO Max show that I liked, Succession.
Yeah, we got
the
some
best
sec-
TV show.
Yeah,
of the
one of
year.
those in the.
I think
in the
so.
chat.
It was just so. The last episode, the finale was just so intense. Just the whole show is just,
I still haven't seen it.
just so crazy. So yeah, that's the one I pick for the best TV show for me. What do you think, Shane?
Loki is
Loki.
number
Okay.
one for me. And then there was a show on Apple TV Plus called Lessons in Chemistry, starring Brie Larson.
Well, I heard that was good.
Oh, yeah.
It's very, very,
It's
very
not
good.
because it's Brie Larson.
Oh, jeez.
I
was
mean,
good?
but the reason why it's good, and I think you'll like it, Marcus, is because she plays. You know,
Did she
you're
die in the
always
first
saying,
episode?
You're always saying that
Stop
she's kind of
setting him up.
stoic, and this role she's supposed to be stoic. She plays like a chemist, like in the 50s.
So she's not acting.
It's
she's
a
just
book.
being
Actually.
Yeah,
herself.
she's being
It's a book.
herself.
Like Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
It's a book.
She's just being
Yeah.
herself. She's not acting.
That's
no
my
talent
favorite.
whatsoever.
A Deadpool being Ryan Reynolds.
But that's my.
Nice.
I don't know what you thought was going to happen when you did that
Right.
shit.
I digress.
Yeah.
That is my. That's up there with with Loki as far as
No,
shows
Loki is
sure.
better. Yeah.
Um,
That's a terrible.
Jeez, Marcus.
what? Good lord!
Give the
Comments
chicken.
the entire
Franklin, and
time
your
he's
favorite?
Talking. Yeah, my favorite show was probably Loki season 2.
Sure.
I like Last of Us a lot.
Yeah.
As far as like the stuff that we talk about on a weekly basis,
Yeah.
it's Loki for me.
Loki messed me up. The ending messed me
But
up.
Succession was more
Unbelievable.
better. It was more enjoyable for
betters.
me. More betters
More better.
Yeah.
than any other show I watched this year. Succession was
Nuts.
it.
Frank and I watched it together.
We did.
How cute.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Held hands. Succession was a great show.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it was Loki season 2. I thought Hiddleston was incredible.
Yes.
I love the cast.
Oh yeah.
Them playing off each other. I thought it was great. Speaking about all these shows, and we all have our different likes and not so likes. Austin,
Yeah.
Ryan, Austin has a question for
Yeah,
you.
since we're talking a little bit about HBO Max, The Sopranos are on HBO Max as well. I just started watching. I've never watched it yet, but I've heard you're
wow.
a big fan of The Sopranos. It came out when I was young, and I
He's like
Wasn't
rubbing his
able to
hands.
watch
He's like,
it,
you
yeah.
said Sopranos.
3.
So do you ever think you will ever make kind of like a
Gabagool.
mob-based comic going into the future?
Wow, that's deep right there.
Nice.
That's a good question. There's probably only 2 things I'm qualified remotely to create in fiction, and I think just because I've consumed so much of horror and gangster stories, so possibly I would have to find someone else to write that with, because Tom, my Crashdown writing partner, Tom, he can't stand any gangster stuff and hates whenever I do the voice, do the Tony Soprano voice or anything like that. So he'll probably have to write it with someone else
Nice,
if I do that, which is not in the
You still
cards
do
at
it?
the moment. But that is a good thought. That is a good question.
nice. Yeah, I'm just starting to watch.
How do you like the show?
I like it. It's really good. I've just started watching the first season, so first couple episodes in, I'm liking it.
Keep going.
All right,
That's like one of
He's
the
like,
only
"Keep
shows
going."
I know that gets consistently better as it goes too.
Cool. Awesome.
So
It's a little ridiculous.
It's very
Yeah.
much so ridiculous.
Go ahead. sir.
before we move on, we'll shout out the chat's favorite TV shows of the year. Austin's favorite TV show was Succession.
Nice.
Our boy Dre, his favorite show, which he talks about all the time. I gotta watch it. And those of you who haven't probably do too. The Bear season 2.
Yeah,
he said it was
that's
the
great.
best series by far.
Oh wow.
And then Marcel said Alice in Borderlands. I don't know.
It's like
Marcel's.
I think it's on Sci-Fi.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That seems like a very Marcel show, so that makes sense.
Wow. Yeah.
Has that been out for a couple seasons? Is that like a thing?
You'd
don't
have
know
to
anything
ask
about it?
Marcel.
I don't know.
I think I've.
It
I
sounds
remember
like it was
seeing
a
something.
comic or something.
I thought that was a comic too.
Yeah. it
Okay,
sounds like a comic.
I was thinking about that.
Like it
Marcus.
might have-
That was triggering some
right
battle in my mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
There's
the
a
comic.
series for Boom Studios called something Ever After. I think Alice Ever After or whatever. I don't
Oh.
know.
Oh, maybe that's
I don't
it.
know if it's that one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where
Okay.
it takes inspiration from.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even
The show?
adaptation.
Interesting.
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You'd be
Well,
surprised how much crap is based on a comic.
Yes.
I'm not surprised at this point. So Copper Drop. I think did everybody bring a little something?
I think you're mistaken, sir.
No.
Well,
no.
we're doing the best of comic deal, our favorite comics.
Oh
well, I mean,
like
I thought you were gonna,
like
We're not pitching.
alley-oop. You're not gonna pitch it.
I'm gonna alley oop. Yeah,
All right, well,
Welcome to a live show, ladies and gentlemen.
pitch an alley oop.
it's all good.
No, what was your favorite comic this year?
My favorite ongoing series is probably Incredible Hulk.
Okay. Yeah.
Phil Kennedy Johnson continues to do great things
Yes.
with what he's been doing with his Action Comics run. It's ending, I think, next month with the annual for
Right.
Action Comics. As far as Green Lantern War Journal and Incredible Hulk, him being paired with Nick Klein, I think it's a perfect match.
Agreed.
And it's great to communicate those horror elements
Mhm.
and just showing transformation when the Banner is turning into the Hulk
Yeah.
is great.
Super creepy.
It has it's not necessary. A lot of people were asking about Immortal Hulk and saying, if it's required reading, it's
No.
not required reading, but it does enhance your reading experience
Right.
for what they're doing here.
I would agree.
It goes into a different direction. I think for sure he's definitely putting his own stamp on it. I hope it goes for a while. I hope there's a long run. Everything he's been doing lately has been great. And we're looking forward to, probably talking to him in the next few weeks. We're looking forward to that.
The way that Incredible Hulk is written, it feels like it would be a great crossover. Like it would be very cool to see like Incredible Hulk, Man Thing, Swamp Thing, kind of like a DC Marvel thing in that similar type of vibe. The way it's written and the way that he's presenting the world and that horror type of it just feels like it just lends itself to like some sort of either crossover, whether it be cross IPs or just even within the Marvel universe because we've already seen Man Thing with him, with the Incredible Hulk in one issue. To see those two together or to see Swamp Thing come over or something like that would be really cool, I think.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
That was my ongoing series for limited series. I was going to nominate Paul's favorite because we've been talking about it, but it's a little early for me to decide.
That's fair.
whether or
That's
not.
fair.
Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's been very creepy, and I've enjoyed it so far. Only 2 issues in. Ryan, you need to check that out.
Yes.
Listen to Tessa. I know she's trying to
Listen
get
to
you
me.
to start
Listen to
reading it.
Tessa. Listen to Frank.
Listen,
Read the
it's
comic.
Very creepy, very good. But my choice was Tom King and Greg Smallwood, Human Target.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I enjoyed that series very much.
Right.
It is a detective noir. It is. It feels like it's kind of set like in a spy type of television series or film in the '60s. And Greg Smallwood's art style lends to the story that Tom
absolutely.
King's putting out so well. Plus, you get the Justice League members involved in this story as well. It's a really fun story. The second hardcover, like they collected the 6 issues in 2 different hardcovers. The second one just came out a couple of weeks back, and I really enjoyed it. That was my favorite limited series. As far as a writer goes for this year, it was kind of a toss up, but I'm gonna say Tom Taylor just for what he's done with
Titans. Is
with
so
Titans
good.
has been very good. Titans is actually it's been better than I thought.
Yeah, it's
gonna be. It's
stellar.
been really
and
good.
Nicola Scott is dope.
Nicola Scott's been killing it, and then of course his other partner on Nightwing, Bruno Redondo, has been great, and he's done a great job.
And Stephen Byrne, who's
Byrne.
on the art right now on
Yeah.
Nightwing.
He's
also,
been doing a good job
also
as well.
dope. Yeah.
So Tom Taylor for me has been killing it. And then as far as the art, I'm gonna butcher his name, Marcus, but I think he's your favorite artist too. Is the guy that's on Miles Morales?
Vincentini?
Vincentini, yeah,
Yes,
that's it.
Vincentini.
I think that guy's killing it. And
Yes.
if there was ever a guy that was meant in his lifetime to draw Miles Morales, it's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That's a strong statement. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, he's good. Definitely.
Who are we going to next?
Paul.
All right. So for comics this year, let me pull my thing up so I don't
Pull that thing up.
accidentally. So I'm going to start with my favorite limited series. I kind of have a toss up. I guess I'll probably, for the same reasoning as Frank, go with one rather than the other. But I'll start by also saying Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is off to an incredible start. I don't think there's been a better first 2 issues to a comic all year. And honestly, in quite a while, that's not a slide on other comics. That's just how good Patrick Horvath doing the art and writing, very good.
Interject?
Sure.
Oh.
Do it.
So you know
Interrupt
how
him.
on our channel we do the top 10 comics that come out every week, right? That's like the video that comes out on Comic Tom.
Yep.
Last week, number 10 is usually always a new book, right? Like a brand new thing that just came out and hasn't had a whole lot of time to sell a whole bunch of copies and make on further up on the list. But that book, Beneath the Trees, was number 10 on the list last week. And spoilers, I guess, for the video that we're going to record tomorrow, but it is #1 on this week's list, which I have never seen happen at all. Normally, a brand new book is just on there once and it's gone. Because there's always some new thing, but that it's not just number 10 twice, 10 to 1.
That's right.
Just off of hype. And
Yeah, it's.
I'm very excited to get to that book, and I'm kicking myself for skipping it.
Yes, I'm glad you're finally listening.
I wasn't actively.
Damn,
I wasn't.
No,
against it.
I know,
Yeah,
I know,
right?
I
Skipped
know.
it like
I
an
know.
idiot.
All right.
Obviously Ryan is a busy man. I know.
Oh
He said no. And then, but my pick is going to be The Hunger in the Dusk. It's about 5-6 issues in. It's the fantasy world where orcs and humans have to band together to defeat the Vangels who have invaded their land. And there's a bunch of stuff like seething under the surface. It's G. Willow Wilson and Chris Wildgoose, who I may be mentioning later in my favorites. And it's just so good. And it's got a really interesting love story between the orc and the human. And still, like, they're band together, but there's still a lot of distrust. There's some orcs who think maybe they should still go to war with them. And the humans are doing everything they can in the southern lands to try to help them. And it's just really engaging and better than I would have expected that type of book to be. And then for my ongoing series, if you've watched our new comic book days or the show at all this year, you won't be surprised. The best ongoing series for me is World's Finest, Dan Mora and Mark Waid.
Yeah.
It has been an absolute blast. It's like, I literally would compare it to the Batman the Animated Series or a JLA cartoon. That's what it feels like when
that's
I'm
awesome.
reading
Yeah,
it.
that's super
That is
cool.
how
That is
awesome it is. All 4 arcs now have been fantastic. The newest one just came out this week, and I just can't say enough good things about it. The one that spun out of it, Teen Titans, World's Finest, by Lou Pacino as the artist, and also Mark Waid writing it, is also super dope. But it's just, there is not another book that I would comfortably even put in the same conversation with World's Finest for ongoing. That's just how good it is, not how like bad everything else is. And then for writer, I am going to, for a lot of the same reasons for as Teen Titans and World's Finest, is going to be Mark Waid. It's funny that it's the year 2023 and Mark Waid is still on people's best writers list.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys who were like all-star writers when he was an all-star writer are now like phased out, or just like they're higher ups. Like Jim Lee is higher up in DC, so he doesn't really draw anymore.
Right.
Or like Grant Morrison, he does like indie stuff. You rarely find a guy who stays in like a big publication for this long and is this influential.
Right.
So long after they have written their influential stories, and Mark Waid just kills it over and over again, and I'll read whatever he writes. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then for artist, I'm going to mention as runner-ups Dan Mora, of course, and then Montos, who is doing the art in Green Lantern War Journal.
sick.
Obviously, I got that book. It was going to be Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on it. John Stewart's dope. And then reading it, the enemy in this is the Radiant Black or Radiant Death. Really, really interesting villain. And a cool purple and black color scheme, and Montos crushes it. He crushes it. And honestly, if it wasn't for him, Nick Klein might be my runner-up. But Montos is so good. But my best artist is going to be Chris Wildgoose on The Hunger in the Dusk. Based on that alone, it's really, really good. I would say it's even comparable to like somewhere in between Redondo and Mora's style. It's very vibrant and engaging. And even when like the orcs and the humans or the Vengals are just having a conversation on screen, it's very cool and interesting and engaging to look at.
Nice.
Same way with like Redondo and Mora. They have ways of drawing very mundane things in a very interesting way that engages you. And yeah, so Chris Wildgoose is my pick for best artist this year.
Nice.
Ryan, what do you got as far as your picks for the best of or your favorites?
I grabbed this is one of the stacks. I have another one over here, but like half of that stack is all PKJ, and that has been covered in this video so far. Like we've also had Green Lantern, Action Comics, and Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I think are all serious contenders for best ongoing, just strictly because he's on them. I think Nick Klein is bringing a whole bunch of heat to this series, and Montos, like we were just talking about. But in the interest of picking something different for ongoing, I have actually had to like sit down and realize like all of my favorite stuff is miniseries
Yeah.
and limited series.
Yeah.
And
It
I
was-
think that's where comics are shining right now.
Right.
I'm hoping Ryan picked
Right.
something for his limited series because I didn't, and I'm really hoping it's his pick.
What is it?
I know what it is. It's in the pile because it deserves
Okay,
a
okay.
mention, but it's not that.
Ooh,
because
okay, okay.
I think my favorite book of the year is limited series. I'll just start with that then, because that's right here in this pile. Dracula.
Oh,
Dope.
okay.
Easily.
Dope.
We're
Nice.
2 issues in now.
Yeah.
This is one of the 3 covers I got for this book.
Really
'cause
cool
I'm freaking
cover.
Oh,
obsessed.
Tynan.
That's
Yeah.
the second print by Tula Lote, who actually is probably going to be my pick for artist as well.
That's
Okay.
a sick
Because
cover.
this
Yeah.
is gorgeous. She's done interiors on 2 books, I think, this
Yeah,
year,
cool
because she's
touch,
usually
yeah.
just like a variant cover artist.
Hmm.
Gorgeous painted artwork that I love. But she did Barnstormers with Scott Snyder, and
Yep.
that was like out of nowhere one of my favorite books in the last year. And then Somna from Distillery, which is I honestly haven't started yet. I don't know if you guys do the same thing I do, but like when I'm really excited to read a book, I kind of don't want to read it.
Yeah, because
you
then
know?
it's
Yeah.
gone. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of
So,
saving
yeah.
it. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, but it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like this sexy Midsommar kind of witch A24 horror, folk horror vibe, and it's very much my jam. And I haven't started it yet, but I know she's doing the art and she's co-writing it too, and I'm into it. So
Nice.
yeah, that's gonna be my pick for art. Ongoing. In the interest of picking something different, this one ranks kind of lower in my like top 10 of the year, but
Oh,
not enough
okay.
people
Yeah.
are talking about Fantastic Four, which
Yeah.
I think is the best book Marvel
Yeah.
is doing right now.
That was actually a great
Um,
issue too. That I like that a lot.
I picked this cover specifically because
Yeah.
look at it. I mean, it's great.
That's
Doctor Doom on a Doctor Doom dinosaur.
Yes.
The
Dr.
best way I can think to
Doomasaur?
describe this
Yes.
is if Tom
I
Taylor
hate
was
this.
writing Fantastic Four.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Is it
think
Ryan
I can see
North
that.
is the writer? Is that right?
Ryan
That's
North.
rad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan North is doing it, who is really good. Squirrel Girl is a great run and needs more people to read it because it's got a reputation for being, I don't even know, lame or something. But
Yeah.
I cracked up reading Squirrel Girl. He's a hilarious writer, and it's on full display in Fantastic Four as well.
Very
but you
smart, too.
learn something in every single one of these issues. There's like a hidden science lesson
Yes.
just sandwiched into the plot of each one of these. So
Yes.
like you just learn something about like something Reed Richards only knows, and you're like, oh, I'm smart now. I know a thing. And it's kind of got that
Quantum
World's Finest
physics.
flavor too, where like every issue is sort of its own thing, and it's you don't have to read a bunch of other stuff, and it's just fun. It's lighthearted. It's
Yeah.
breezy. It's easy. It's great, and not
Yeah.
enough
It's
people
Cover
are reading
Girl.
it, and I can't recommend it highly enough.
It's a good
Very
say.
good. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Did you guys catch that?
Yes.
Yeah,
we got
easy
it.
breezy cover girl.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah,
Um,
baby.
yeah.
What am I missing? Did I miss one?
Did you-
Did you do your
ongoing
limited series? Yeah, you
artist?
did.
We're
Artist
doing
and writer.
writers?
You did artist and writer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't
So-
do writer.
Oh, there you go.
Writer.
Writer.
Okay.
I didn't do writer.
All right, what we do?
PKJ and James Tynan are my top 2,
Okay.
and they're probably it. But I gotta shout out my boy Mark Russell.
Oh yeah.
Is
Okay.
absolutely
Props.
just stomping
Yeah.
right now between
Props.
these 2 books.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of my favorite books of the year. I'm still working out where my rankings are. I have all 10 books chosen, but I don't know which number
where
they
they
are
sit.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah. They all hit different.
I have never read a book like this. This is like simultaneously one of the funniest books and also the most depressing, upsetting, traumatizing
high
books I've
praise.
ever read.
That's solid.
And
Yeah.
it's one of my books of the year, and it's a 10 issue, I think, miniseries. It's almost over, and I'm looking forward to never ever reading it again.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
Mark Russell kind of does that. He'll sneak some sadness in on you when you're not expecting it. Whereas like Jeff Lemire, you know going in that's going to be depressing. He's always going to have something about kids, and it's going to be depressing. And you're
that's
going to
why
be like,
I just
yeah.
stick to Tenement, man.
Yes.
got
That's what I was
I got
hoping
that.
you mentioned. Tenement.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, is
Yeah.
that what it was?
Yes,
What
Tenement is
what was
so
the thing?
dope. It wasn't. It was just a little below Hunger in the Dusk and Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Because literally the thing that knocked it below them was Tenement can be kind of confusing.
Mm.
So it's not always. Sometimes I have to reread pages. So I'm like, what
Right.
just happened?
Yeah.
I don't have to do that with the other 2. But it's super. It's so good. So good.
Marcus, what do you got?
What you got, Marcus?
So for favorite ongoing series, this one was kind of hard because it kind of stopped and then it started again. But for me, I would have to say it was Daredevil. Daredevil, it started with Chip Zdarsky. His second half that he did when it was mainly Elektra, that's when I kind of jumped in. and I've been sucked in ever since. And then now with Saladin Ahmed taking it over, and we're 4 issues in, and he's doing a phenomenal job too. I had my doubts, but man, he's killing it too. So that would be my favorite ongoing, with a close second being Punisher. I'm actually digging the new Punisher, Joe Garrison. I thought I wasn't because it's not Frank, but there's some things that David Pepos, the writer, copied and pasted from the Frank universe. But it's actually very solid, and it has me interested, and I think it'll be a pretty good contender for next year.
Frank Castle kind of got a send off at the end, right?
Right, with Jason Aaron's run, and then now we have a new guy who's like an ex-Shield assassin who's kind of taken in, and it's good because that character actually has the potential to do some other things that Frank maybe constricted to because he's so grounded. So we'll see because I mean he has the Shield background, so we might see some intergalactic stuff. You just don't know.
Okay,
but it was really good. So yeah, Daredevil without a doubt. Favorite limited series, I don't think enough people are talking about it, but it would probably have to be Gotham City Year One by Tom King.
Well, that's Tom King, yeah.
Yes. That was a very hard hitting.
I forgot that even came out this year.
Yeah. Phil Hester.
He does so much stuff every year.
Yeah, he does, man. Tom King, Phil Hester on art. Phil Hester is also known for his amazing art on the Kevin Smith run on Green Arrow that he did, that I have the absolute of. Gorgeous art. Very, very Darwin Cook style in a way, kind of like cartoonish, but kind of noir looking as well. Darker tones. Amazing story set pre Batman, like, so you're dealing with Gotham City before Bruce was born, and his parents, and how they were kind of like Gotham City royalty, kind of like in a way, the rich family, and all the stuff that surrounded that, and it was great. It was an amazing limited series. As far as favorite artists, Vincentini's killing it. Yeah, the Miles Morales. I mean, just the energy, the dynamic. Each panel is just so engaging and keeping you just enthralled in the story. So I think he's doing an amazing job. There's a ton of others I could mention, but yeah, he's one that definitely came to mind this year. I just love it, and as well as the artists who've been working on Moon Knight as well.
Oh, nice.
I can't think of them off the top of my head because I think there's been a couple during that ongoing series. And then as far as favorite writer is concerned, it probably would have to be Tom King because of all the
he's prolific,
just the body of work.
I was gonna say body
of work he's been doing, whether it be Gotham City Year One, the ongoing Wonder Woman.
It's been great.
It's phenomenal. His stuff, it's Human
Penguin?
Target. Yeah.
Oh,
Penguin's been great.
Penguin, great. So those would be my picks, I would say.
Yeah, Tom King is one of those guys who I oftentimes don't pick because it just seems so obvious.
Right.
So I try to go like elsewhere, but he's absolutely up there with everybody else.
I would also honorably mention Jed McKay too.
He's done great
been killing it. I mean, with his ongoing Moon Knight, his stuff that he's doing with the Avengers series, Doctor Strange is still killing. He's not letting up on that. I mean, they're getting ready there. So they're ending Moon Knight at issue 30, but they're getting ready to relaunch another one. David Pepos, the guy who's actually writing the new Punisher, he did the City of Dead 5-issue mini series of the with what's her name, Layla, the girl from the Moon Knight series.
Sure.
Scarab,
Scarab, yes,
Scarab.
yes, and that was great too. So I mean, let's not forget Jed McKay. He's actually being pulled in a lot of different directions,
especially for Marvel.
Yeah.
I would say to backtrack just a tiny bit. The only thing I would say about Tom King's Wonder Woman so far, I haven't read the newest issue, so take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
It's been a little narration heavy from the villain they're setting up.
Right.
It's been interesting, but I'm a little bit like, okay, I get it. You've controlled America for a long time before Wonder Woman.
Right.
Well, it's not even dialogue. He's just like talking to. I guess he is talking to somebody in the room that we haven't really met yet. So it's a little bit like, okay, but it's so engaging, and especially her stuff.
Right.
And then shout out John in the comics and Tessa. John was all over the place agreeing with us about all our favorite books, and especially Ryan's. It seems like those were a lot of his favorite as well as Martin Simmons. That was his pick for artist. And then Tessa says that Ryan has great taste because he hangs out with her.
We don't doubt that, Tessa. Guys, I wanted to take a little snapshot into next year.
Okay.
Austin's got Shane has a question for us.
Yes.
Shane, go right ahead.
Let me prepare myself. Sony has 3 Spider-Man related films. The Sony Spider-Verse
so
with the
much.
MCU only releasing
guys.
Deadpool 3. Do you think they will be able to make their mark in 2024?
Man's reading like a third grader.
I thought he
man.
said
Like,
Tony. I thought
he said Tony first.
I thought he said Tony has 3 Spider-Man. I thought
Not
he was
Tony.
Sony has 3.
Sony.
I thought he was about to give me a math
Tony
equation.
Pictures.
Sony has 3.
Tony has
Spider-Man
3
related films.
apples.
The Sony Spider-Verse with the
How many
MCU
apples do they have
only
left?
He's telling us a
releasing
story problem. Tony's going to the store. He's got 3
Comprehension
apples
has increased.
and 38 cents.
How many Trulies has he had?
I don't know.
3.
Probably
This is my
say-
third.
Oh,
Three.
gosh.
With the MCU only releasing Deadpool 3, do you think they will be able to make their mark in 2024?
What do you guys think? Sony's got Venom at the end of the year.
Boo.
The first movie is Madam Web.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
not gonna boo that one.
Ryan, what do you think? Do you think Sony's going to be able to make their mark in the something?
No,
In 2024?
There you go.
that's just a pretty clean no for me. I think on that.
Oh.
Like,
They should just give
No.
up and just give the properties back to Marvel. Say,
They don't
"Here,
I wish
get
they
out
would,
here."
but I understand why they wouldn't. Because
Right.
who wouldn't want to clutch onto the Spider-Man for
Yeah.
dear life if you
Thought you
have
were
the
gonna say
rights to
Sydney
make
Sweeney.
movies on it? But
Right.
Sure.
it's the whole thing that they have to put out a movie like every
Yeah.
year or two or whatever the rules are for their contract. So that's why they're putting out like as much of this stuff as they can so they can meet that criteria and not just rely on the MCU Tom Holland stuff. Sorry.
Right.
What if they've introduced a Spider-Man in one of these post-credits
Like a
scenes
Miles
of one of
Morales?
those 3 movies? If they do Miles Morales, or even if they bring back Garfield, not the cat, Andrew Garfield
I was gonna say Bill Murray.
or Bill Murray. Yeah.
Was anybody thinking about the cat?
I was thinking
I
about
was-
that.
no, just me.
I was going cat.
100%.
I was going
That's
cat.
why I thought
Just me.
Bill Murray.
I was going cat.
Okay.
I went.
Okay. I was rolling my eyes at Frank's weird dad joke, but
Wow.
Now to give you my Garfield face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what
He
Sony
hates
does
Mon.
at this
I
point.
hate
Don.
Mondays.
I feel like Craven maybe could be fun.
I want Craven to be successful because I love that character.
Sure,
so
yeah.
much. But yeah.
And it's rated R, right? I want
Yes,
R-rated
it
R
is.
for
Yeah.
movies to be
Right,
successful.
right.
Is it?
I think so.
Yes, there's a Red
There's a
Band
scene,
trailer.
yeah,
Oh,
where he
damn.
just rips out an eyeball or
Oh.
something.
The thing
Sonny's
about
hoping Madam Web's rated R.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have another question. Why am I responsible for reading this horrible question?
You can go.
Because it's funniest.
You have been dismissed.
Just kidding.
Frank
Finish
just
your
got,
finish your
Frank just
drink.
got 2 shots at him within
I've been
like
getting
3
been
minutes.
taking shots.
Dad jokes and bad questions.
2 stray bullets.
It's all right.
We literally haven't had any shots. by
For
the way.
for Craven,
I know.
I
left
think
with tequila.
the thing I'm most interested
be
in
funny
that
if you do.
is
Is the
seeing
ending?
is the Rhino. He has barely been in the trailers, but I'm
Oh, yeah.
curious to see what they do with
what
that
he looks
character.
like. And
Yeah, because he honestly looks pretty cool in the tiny bit of the trailer. The line he says is ridiculous. He's like, "Do you want to know why they call me the Rhino?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, so of the
But
3
he
films,
looks
my horn.
He looks.
out of the 3 movies, though,
Madam
Shane,
Web rated R.
I'm going to ask you a question,
Go ahead.
sweetheart. What are the 3 movies coming out next year? What do you think is going to be most successful?
Out of
doesn't know.
Madam
Craven
Web,
break it
Craven,
down.
Madam
and
Web.
Venom.
and Venom, of course.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, nobody's gonna see Madam Web probably.
Even after Venom 2?
Will.
Sonny will
Yeah,
see it
even
like
after
5
even
times.
after Venom 2, I bet if it depends on what's out around it. If nothing is
Sure.
out at the time, then probably everybody will go see Venom. But nobody's going to see Madam Web.
Kind of like Black Adam, because
Yeah.
nothing came
Yeah.
out around Black Adam's
Sure.
time, and that kind
Still
of
didn't
helped it
watch
a little bit.
I still have not
That
watched
helped.
Black Adam.
Austin, what do you think of those 3 movies?
I probably agree with Shane. Venom, because I think it's coming out during a Halloween time. It's kind of that like spooky,
Oh, that'd be
scary
Yeah.
movie. And
Oh, would it?
So
Sorry.
Plus, everybody else is beholden to see it at this point. Everybody's like, "Oh, I saw the first two.
That's
Let's
what you
just go
did.
see
Dude,
three."
I hate you so much, bro. Like every episode, dude. Like
He said, that'd be pretty cool.
I didn't say it like that, Barbie.
How did he say it? Do it again, Paul.
Uh-huh.
No.
No, yeah.
Marcus, what about you? You thought of the three. You think would have been
Of the three, I would have to say Venom just because it has a track record already. We don't know what to expect with the other two.
We don't know what the track.
Yeah,
We know what to expect.
Yeah,
I know.
Everybody
at
will
least,
see it.
at least Tom. I mean, Tom he's great. I like
Yeah.
Tom Hardy a lot.
Samesies.
So,
I know what Sonny's
so I'll give him that credit.
I don't
but
Samesies.
but I do want Craven to
We're
be
not
successful
gonna
because I
give
love
Sonny credit
Craven,
for
and I will say that Sony, even though Sony's movies get a lot of flack, their CG is pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're
I
successful.
mean, the Venom movies, the CG is solid. You know, I mean the little things. I haven't seen Morbius. but-
Nah.
you don't need to see that.
I was about to say.
Ignore that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't Morbius.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Marcus,
No.
they'll put the money behind Venom to make
Right.
it at least
Yeah.
somewhat watchable.
Yeah.
The rest of them they don't
Right.
care
I
about.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Stuff about.
Right,
Give
right.
us stuff about it.
Yeah.
don't give a stuff
So
about
I will say that the CGI is probably going to be better than anything that we have seen. Like
Yeah, but is
with
that why we're
WB
watching
or-
movies now?
Hmm?
Is that
I
why we're
hope
watching
not.
movies now?
I hope
For CGI?
Yeah, I hope not.
I think we're just watching for the post
I
credit
don't
scene.
want to.
That's unfortunately why I've been watching a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
Is
And that's why I like Blue Beetle because it was free from that. It was just his own thing, and you can just enjoy it.
it's true.
Kind of like the Marvels were kind of like that too. Like there was nothing really
Good.
Attaching it to anything.
attaching it to anything. I know you really like the singing part.
I love the dancing and the singing. Everyone.
That's-
The singing
so
planet.
I thought it was funny.
Austin, last question. I'm not going to give Shane a last question. Austin, last question.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we were just talking about movies. Last year we had three $1 billion films. We had Super Mario Brothers, Oppenheimer, and Barbie. Which movie do you think in 2024 is going to be probably like the $1 billion film? We're going to go around.
What movie is a box office champ for 2024? Early prediction.
So
What do
there's
you think?
Dune.
What's going on?
Dune is coming out.
Kong,
Dune 2, get
Kong
Dune.
and Clifford, the big red dog.
Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3.
That'll do it for sure.
that's
Or it won't.
There's
it
a
won't.
there's a
that one.
Pixar, isn't there? Inside Out 2.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
probably would make that'll make some money.
I don't know. Pixar's been kind of
Sweeney.
lately. I don't know.
What's the one?
I'll look it up.
crappy-
Yeah, what's the Buzz Lightyear movie that flopped?
Buzz.
That,
And then
Still
what
buzzed.
was it? The Enchanted something
Encanto?
something. There was a couple of
Canto came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, there were a couple of
The Mad Max movie, Furiosa.
Yes.
Furiosa,
Boo, in the
Argyle,
nose.
Bad Boys 4.
What?
Is that real?
No.
Kingdom of
Boys
the Planet of the Apes.
4L. Is that what? I bet you that's what it says. Bad Boys 4 Life.
For life. Yeah,
What
yeah,
Furiosa?
For life.
Furiosa will probably.
Oh well.
Oh, and
Make a lot of
Gladiator
money.
2 is coming out next.
Oh
Is it-
yeah, that's right. Ridley Scott is working on it, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
With Pedro Pascal's in it.
Makes it
Yeah.
that far.
That dude's resume is insane, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
it
know.
is.
Last year, I thought Little Mermaid was going to be the box office champ.
I think that's what I picked.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
No, you picked Oppenheimer. I remember that.
Me?
Did
No,
I?
Paul did.
Paul might have picked Oppenheimer. I picked
don't remember.
Little Mermaid.
But it was Barbie this year. So.
Barbie.
Barbie
did.
saved
No,
cinema.
I picked Little Mermaid because I had
Really?
a couple of my friends making fun of me after the fact. Like, a couple of my friends do here every week.
billion dollars.
we don't
Barbie
make
made.
fun of each
And
other.
I was wrong about Little Mermaid.
Shane, what
I
do you
saw
think?
it. It was
Which
alright.
movie
It was
do you
fine.
think?
I think Furiosa is going to sneak up on people. I think it's going to make a lot of money just because people love the Mad Max stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, they do.
I
Do
think
they?
that depends on. I think Furiosa's success depends on how good the movie is. If it's
Yeah.
great, I think it'll crush it.
Word of mouth will get them. You know,
But if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just kind of all right, then I don't know how well it would do.
What about you, Ryan? What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Where's Ryan at? There he is.
That's just a very uninspiring list of movies. I don't really care about any of that stuff.
Yes.
I feel like maybe
Yes.
Deadpool 3 because there's no other MCU movies all
Yeah.
year, so I think
Yeah.
people are gonna have to go see that one, and
I
it does
agree.
look like it's gonna be fun. Like they're cooking something weird over there, so
Yeah.
Right. And then no DC.
that's gonna be exciting.
stuff, right?
But
No-
I'm not
no
gonna go
DC.
line
Yeah.
up to see. Mad Max would be cool. I should probably make a point to go see that in the theater because I liked Fury Road. Other than that, I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Aquaman comes out
because
when?
of the strikes,
tomorrow,
right?
tonight.
And the ripple effect of the strikes.
The ripple effect of the strikes, is that what you said?
Yeah. Everything's getting pushed and delayed and shuffled
We
around.
might need
Yeah.
we might need some of those outlying franchises to kind of help us out, kind of like with Godzilla.
We get a
you know?
Godzilla movie. We get a Ghostbusters. We're getting a
Oh
Furiosa.
yeah, I'm looking forward to Ghostbusters. I
Yeah,
think
the,
that's
that
gonna be
looks
good.
cool.
I think
Argyle
that's gonna be
movie's out in February. That might be fun.
Mhm.
I
I
don't know.
think Dune will probably
Yeah.
be the highest grossing
That's
movie
mine.
of the year.
Yeah,
That's my vote.
yeah.
It'll definitely
Maybe.
make $1 billion, like at least.
100%.
When I first saw that promo image on my interwebs of the new Ghostbusters, I was already in it because I liked Afterlife a lot. I did.
Oh,
I did.
you know what movie I'm very excited for next year? It's definitely not gonna like break any box office records. Nosferatu remake is coming out, and it's by Robert Eggers, the guy who did The Lighthouse, The Northman,
dope.
and he did
could be
The
good.
Witch or The Vivitch.
Dang.
All of his
Vivitch?
films have been.
That's Witch, man.
No, well, I mean, it's literally. I mean, you're wrong, but
He did Bewitched.
but I am really excited
The
to see
Vivitch.
that Nosferatu movie. I think it's going to be dope.
Well, these.
Hey, your favorite movie's coming out next year, Frank. Garfield with Chris Pratt, the cartoon.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know about that.
Starring Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
We need to get drunk and watch that together. I think we should.
I'm down.
Just the two of us. Just the three of us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Why does it always just be about me and Frank? I'm talking about all of you.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Also, the Joker movie's coming out.
I ain't
There is a
drinking
DC
it. I ain't
there is a
watching it.
DC movie coming
The
out
Joker
next
movie
year.
comes out next year.
Yeah, the
too.
Isn't
Joker
it a
movie.
musical, though? That
Yeah.
doesn't
Folly
count.
I
Ado?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
count.
thanks. No thanks.
I found out what that means the other day. Folie à deux.
What is it?
It means two people going insane together. So I mean, it makes sense for the name of the title.
There you go.
It also means two
That's
twins
good.
who have the same thought at the same time. Folly ado.
Oh.
Like if they have the same dream. There's
I think
reports.
that yeah, I was reading. It was like some yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like so if you're asleep and you have the same dream as a twin, that's folly ado.
That's scary.
Okay, so later
I wouldn't want
tonight,
it to Sketch.
later tonight, Aquaman 2, The Big Wave, or whatever it's called, Lost
Yes.
Kingdoms,
Yes.
was going to be coming out
Kingdom Come.
later tonight. The original
I wish.
movie made $1 billion.
Yeah.
There's no press for this film.
No red carpet.
There's no red carpet premiere. Warner Brothers has kind of washed their hands of this. And
They did
changed
do
the
it.
sheets.
It's so
Uh,
weird.
Aquaman.
He's doing premieres in Hawaii.
There was
He
I was
is?
gonna say there was a
Yeah.
they did
Like a
little,
like a fan.
They did a screening like a
Did he surf
fan
in?
screening or something.
Yeah, dude.
I was there, Sonny. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah,
Or
he
not.
was.
He just
Austin
flew in
was.
from there.
He backtracked on that immediately.
I wanted to ask you guys a question. There's a lot of movies coming out between now and Christmas. Okay. This weekend is usually a pretty big weekend for being Christmas for movies to be coming out. Everybody goes to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the last Aquaman movie came out right around the holidays. I think it was a week before Christmas or something.
Okay.
It came out last time a few years back. I wanted to ask you guys, of these films, do you think that Aquaman will beat any of them in the box office? Okay. Your choices are The Color Purple. It's a musical.
Okay.
Okay. That'll be
Okay.
out on Christmas Day.
Right.
Ferrari, starring Kylo Ren, Michael Mann film.
Right.
And a driver. And Wonka. It's a prequel of Wonka. It's supposed to be kind of a kid's movie.
Right.
And a lot of music as well. What do you guys think? Where do you think Aquaman 2, seen, not heard, how do you think that's going to fare
think-
overall?
They're all going to pale in comparison to Wonka. I
Yeah.
think
They're-
Wonka's been reviewed well. It's a
Yeah.
big IP.
Right.
It already made 150 million.
Yeah,
Bro.
Wonka's going to
Nice.
be a very successful movie.
I think so.
Yeah.
Shane, what do you think over there?
I think that when it comes down
look
to it, I
frightened.
think Wonka and Aquaman might be neck and neck for a minute, but probably Wonka will take it.
Okay.
You don't give Ferrari or Color Purple a chance, huh?
No,
I think Color Purple will do
at this
well.
point in our lives.
Color Purple might do well.
Yeah.
It might do well.
So
yeah.
Ferrari might do a little well too, but I mean,
It's hard because it's like it's an
Yeah.
indie
What
movie,
a weird
rated
collection.
R.
I don't think
Okay.
it's going to make that much money because I was looking at tickets. There is no one going to go see it tonight at all.
To see which one?
We got
Aquaman?
tickets for tonight,
Aquaman.
and we were the only people in the whole theater.
So to watch what?
Aquaman.
So most of the guys didn't want to go see Aquaman tonight, which understandable. But me, Dre, and Austin were like, yeah, let's go see it. Anyways, around like 10 o'clock or whatever.
Cute.
Austin bought the tickets today.
And I was still checking it.
And there was no other tickets sold in the theater.
It's just gonna be us.
Private theater for me, him, and Dre.
Nice little private screening.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so then if you had to pick,
He
obviously
bought the theater,
they're
that's
going to
why.
see the
Yeah.
movie, but
he does own Regal.
Ryan, out of those 4 films, if you've got to watch one movie between now and Christmas Day, what movie would you watch?
Between those, probably Ferrari, I guess.
All right.
But about I feel like Aquaman. The reason that movie was so successful, the first one was so successful, there was a huge international push to go see that. Like that movie did very well overseas.
It did.
And I think I can't imagine there's a lot of like Asian appetite for Wonka, for example. You know, I don't know if Color Purple is going to translate
Appetite. Did you see what he
internationally
did?
as well as it does, you know, in America. Same with a movie about Ferrari, and that's not American anyway. But I don't know, something about Aquaman. I think I wouldn't necessarily count it out, but I have no desire. I'm gonna go see it because it's our job. You know, we all have to see this stuff. But
Right.
Right.
I still haven't. I've only seen the first one time. I don't even remember it.
Oh wow.
I dig it. It's
the
it's
first
all right.
one's great, yeah.
Shane, what about you? If you're going to pick one
2
of those
days
4,
on, it's
So
awesome.
I'm picking one of
if
them.
you're picking one of those movies that you've got to see
awesome.
this weekend,
It's got to be Aquaman, mainly because we got to see it. We have to.
Yeah,
I think
you don't have
eventually
to
we
do
got to see
anything.
it.
You're an
Do we
American.
though?
I think we do.
It'll be on
Don't you
Max.
think?
It'll be on Max.
Probably be
you
on
just
Max in
Google the
January.
ending.
I mean, is he going to be Aquaman going forward? Like,
No.
is he James
No,
Gunn?
no.
He's gonna
James
be Lobo,
Gunn's
baby.
Aquaman?
He's gonna be Lobo.
Oh.
This is the
That's
last
the
of
rumor.
it.
This is
at
it.
least.
This is the
That's
last
it.
of it.
This is the last of it.
Then I guess still Aquaman. And I don't care about Ferrari, that's for sure. And I don't care about the other two either. So
Wow.
I guess it'll still be Aquaman.
That's fair.
Marcus, these guys are going to go see Wonka, so I was going to ask them.
You know, I honestly think it depends on who actually wants to go out and see a movie during this weekend,
Right.
Because I feel like there's enough appeal for different audiences.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
for example, Color Purple, you're gonna get all your Medea fans. You're gonna get all the people who like all that "woe is me," "I'm a slave" stuff. You know, the ones who like that kind of stuff.
Dia
You know,
what was me? I'm a slave.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. You know,
Have you guys,
on Twitter
have you
and
guys
stuff.
seen
Oh, what was
Tyrese's
me?
Django?
right.
audition?
I'm so yeah.
Django.
Yeah.
No, that's funny because that
that
audition
fit?
is literally "Woe is me, I'm a slave."
Literally,
literally
bro.
what that audition tape
Bro.
says.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
bad, bro.
He goes.
Yeah.
That's like literally how he yells
like,
in the thing. Also,
So-
you're welcome.
Right. So you're gonna get so you're gonna have that, you're gonna have that so you're gonna have that type of audience who likes to pander into that victimization stuff.
Oh.
And you have that audience.
I reel it in.
Yeah, reel it in.
Reel it
And
in.
then you'll have the people who still want to be kind of like, faithful to the glory days of the DCU when the first Aquaman was still pretty high on everyone's expectations. So you'll have that. And then Ferrari, you'll have your history buffs for the Ferrari movie, kind of like Oppenheimer, because it's a period piece. So somebody might want a dramatic piece like that, And then what was the other one?
I don't remember.
Wonka.
Oh, Wonka. Wonka might be the fun.
Got the
might
people
be
like
fun.
candy and whatnot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Candy
That'll be
likers.
maybe. Hopefully, that's appropriate enough for the family.
People digging
All,
on
you know.
candy.
Y'all like chocolate and whatnot.
Yeah.
Ruining
So,
candy.
so you'll have the family movie.
Families.
You have the family movie. So you'll have that. There's something.
A
I
little
think
something for everybody.
There is something for.
Aw, holiday weekend.
Sonny, what do you got? What'd you pick?
I didn't pick
Something for
anything.
everybody.
Well, if you had to
They
pick
all-
one of
they
the
all-
4, what would
they
you
all
pick?
Suck, man.
All of those? But
No, I think I'm gonna go Wonka for 2 days
Godzilla.
on.
Just go see Godzilla.
Yeah, just go
again.
run
That's
Godzilla.
really
Yeah,
good.
maybe.
I'd
Yeah,
rather just
really
go see
good.
Godzilla. Yeah. At this point.
Yeah, I'll go Wonka. I think.
I thought you were Godzilla.
Really?
I was like almost 100% sure that's what you're
I'm
going
going to see Color Purple now.
Don't see that, bro.
Marcus and I are going.
You don't want to see.
Oh
that.
my Lord, Lord.
You told Harpo to beat me. You told Harpo to beat me. No.
Okay.
Oprah without makeup is horrible. To
All right.
Oh, like a train wreck.
Shane, what do you have for the people?
I want to thank God.
it. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to
Get them chains off me.
Oh my god.
Get them chains off me. What? Are you talking back to me?
So it's gonna be a great movie, and holiday
mind, I'm
choices should be great this holiday season.
I'm done.
No, Shane, what do you got?
I want to thank Austin for giving me this Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Mine's over there. I got
Pop.
one too.
Yep.
And
Thanks,
it's amazing. And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Austin. Austin, what do you got?
Well, Merry Christmas. I got one for Dre. I thought he was going to be here tonight, but I got a few
You got about Lionel Richie, pop figure.
Lionel Richie.
That's amazing.
Riches.
That is amazing.
Dre, when I see you later, I'll give you this.
That's
That
amazing,
is
bro.
amazing.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Just have a good Christmas. There's the new Percy Jackson show is out. It's actually really good.
Oh,
if you guys
it
want to
looked
watch,
dope. I
it's
saw the
really
trailer,
good. The first
yeah.
2 episodes came out 2 days ago. I saw it last night. If you guys read the books, I did. It was really good. So if you guys want to watch that this weekend as well, yeah.
All right. Sonny.
You know, Merry Christmas, guys.
Yes.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, all that good stuff.
Next
When do I get to see you guys next? Probably
Next
never. I
next
hope.
week.
Thursday.
week.
Probably like in 10 minutes.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your
Oh, there
present.
you go.
Yeah.
You guys hungry? Are we eating?
Marcus?
Yes. Hey, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year, of course. We'll see you next week.
Of course.
Have a fun, safe holiday.
Nope,
You
2
know,
weeks.
enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, whatever you're doing. Shout out to Austin as well. Thank you
I
for
love
the
you,
Funkos.
Austin.
I appreciate it.
You got it.
Yeah, very cool.
You got 2?
Yeah.
What did you get? What did you get, Marcus?
I got Miss Marvel. you
Oh,
know,
nice.
And Cassie and Andor.
And me.
Yeah.
We want to thank our special
That
guest,
is Cassie and
Fire
Andor,
Guy
yeah.
Ryan.
Thank
Buddy,
you.
we're excited for you for the release of the book next month. I've pre-ordered quite a few. So we're excited about that. And you mentioned Tula Lote earlier. Her and Becky Cloonan are both going to be at Emerald City.
Oh.
They're both
That's
going
good
to
to
be
know.
up there. Yeah. So that'll be
It's good to
fun.
know, but I'm also way too embarrassed to go up and have them sign that.
Oh
book.
no, we're going.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to get over that.
That book
Yeah,
is spicy.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
So-
spice.
and I got the spicy cover.
There goes
So,
Ryan not wanting
double
to talk to
down.
people again. We're having spoiler alert. Philip Kennedy Johnson will be on January 11th, and I'm going to mention Crashdown too.
I'm gonna talk to him 2 days before that. Actually.
Okay, there you
Nice.
go. There you go.
Well, you better be
I'm gonna
setting it up.
talk to him on like Tessa's interview show that
Oh,
she does.
dope,
I don't know
okay.
if she's
Yeah.
still here, but I guess I'm
She
jumping on there to
was
talk to
at least a minute
PKJ
ago.
too.
There you go.
Be fun.
Because you were afraid to talk to him at the bar.
Oh yeah,
If ever there
I'm
was
afraid
a
to talk to
person who
most
wouldn't
people
mind if
anywhere.
you approached them at a bar,
Yo.
it was Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Super cool guy. Super cool guy.
He said no.
I'm
I was
happy
like,
for
nah,
you,
to
man.
stare at him from across the room.
No, I'm glad you got to finally talk
What
to
kind
him.
of
That's
beer does
awesome.
that guy drink? I knew
Right?
it.
So I got to do like with Steven. I have to kind of
Gotta
push him
nudge
up
him
there.
in
Gotta-
there.
Yeah, push him up there. Like, hey, get up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be
No,
fun.
I was just taking notes from afar. It's okay.
Speaking of Tessa, Tessa's probably going to be joining us next week live on the line.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Be on the line. We'll be able to talk to her and talk about all things beneath the trees or nobody sees and Little Mermaid
Yep.
and all those things.
Little Mermaid.
What?
And your Willow whatever book, she likes that one too, Paul.
That Willow whatever book.
The one that I'm also not reading and I'm kind of kicking myself for apparently.
Hunger in the Dusk.
No.
G Willow.
Oh, yeah,
Wilson?
Hunger in the Dusk.
Hunger
That's
in
her
the
name.
Dusk.
There you go.
Yeah, that
He's like, yeah,
the
that
Willow
one.
comic.
that book is dope. I was like, Willow.
Not reading it
Are we talking
clearly.
like Star Wars, like Lucasfilm? No. Yeah,
That doesn't
G.
exist
Willows.
anymore.
Oh, well, I mean,
It's all a dream.
True.
Did
It
they
was
erase
all a
it?
dream.
Right? It's not even an option anymore.
Wow.
Pull the plug.
and good night.
Paul, how do they find us in the Willowverse?
Well, you find us in the Willowverse at Into the West Comics on Instagram. I don't know why you acted surprised when I said exactly what he says, like I do every week. At Into the West Comics on TikTok and at Into_comics on Twitter. And then you find Crashdown Comic at Crashdown Comic and Fire Guy Ryan at Fire Guy Ryan. Make sure to go check out them. And make sure you get Crashdown when it comes out. What day is does it drop?
January 24th.
January 24th.
Heck yeah.
So
Right
a month
on.
from now, almost exactly. Go get
I got
Crashdown.
copies for everybody.
Read it.
Nice. Yeah, congrats. Once again, congrats, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's really
so
rad.
cool.
you
And
know.
the lineup
you.
they have for covers
great.
is so dope. I don't know if you guys have seen the covers they have.
Yes.
Ryan and them posted a picture of it. It is literally super dope. There's one where like it's just so cool. Like I can't even.
Literally super dope.
It's just like so exciting to see this happening for them. I literally can't.
I literally can't even.
I can't do it.
You should be able. I think you can pre-order number 2 and number 3 at this point now too.
Oh,
like they should
sweet.
be in the catalog.
Okay. Yeah. So stop by your local LCS and get that pre-order going. Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Guys, Merry Christmas. Ryan, thank you for hanging out with us, and I hope you go see Color Purple this weekend. And
Get right on
we
it.
appreciate you, buddy, and Merry Christmas. And we'll be
Tessa's
talking
taking
to you
Ryan's
soon.
nerd card, is what he just said.
Okay. And guys, Merry Christmas to all of you.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for all of you.
You're a month late.
Marcus, most of you. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm just kidding.
I hate all you guys.
Love you guys. Is it taco time in America?
Are we doing
believe
taco?
It's always taco time in America.
All right.
Keep an eye out on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok for the best of clips. We're going to have a clip from every single one of us giving our best of condensed in case you missed it and want to interact with us and tell us what your favorites were. So keep a lookout for those. Those will be coming out.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, if you haven't done so
Yeah.
already, we'd appreciate it
Yeah,
if you would
they're
take
gonna
a
be out this
second
week,
to
yeah.
subscribe, like, share, all those things. Merry Christmas, guys. Have a great evening. It's time for tacos.
Come on, Barbie. Let's go, Barbie.
Shout
I
out
actually
to
really like
Ryan.
that song. That's right. That's the same song, right?
Wow.
Have a great night,
You
guys.
really like that song, but Barbie's too much for you?
That
Merry
song
Christmas.
is great. No?
Look at that good looking guy over there. No, it's
Wow.
not.
Shiny head.